Hey guys, it's Jen Beck with Complete Health Revolution. Thanks for tuning in for another video. Last week we talked about the 4 different types of excess fat that we carry around. One of those types is stress fat or adrenal fat. That's that fat that you find that goes right around the middle, right underneath your belly button, or right behind your belly button. And it's the kind of fat that we can have a major impact on when we manage our stress better and we get our cortisol levels down and we get our stress hormones back in check. And so self-care is an amazing tool for decreasing excess stress fat. Why? Because it's really taking care of ourselves and it's doing things that are nurturing to our body, our mind, and our spirit. Right? There's 4 different areas that we want to focus on when we want to put energy into stress management and really taking care of ourselves. And that's mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. Okay? So when we have a balance in all 4 of those areas, and not that we have the same specific amount of time that we put into those areas, but when we've got a good center in each one of those, then we have the ability to find that peace of mind, right? When everything in life just kind of feels like it's in the flow, like it's working. We've all had those moments, but when we're in a stressed out situation, those moments can feel very fleeting. So I want to give you a couple of quick things to do to get yourself back in the zone and back in the flow. Okay? One of them is, and we're talking about the stress management piece, so we've got to deal with the mental and emotional piece because it's so important to focus there and put our energy there, because I think that's one of the biggest pieces that most people avoid or ignore. Right? So we want to pay attention to how we're expressing or what we're doing with our emotions. If we're stuffing our emotions and the world feels like an unsafe and dangerous place because we're not experiencing joy, because we're not managing our stress, because we feel under constant stress, then our body just kind of wraps us in fat to protect us. So the more we can manage that stress and we release the negative emotions, the better we're going to be at managing our stress. Okay? So and having the ability to center ourselves is really critical. And there's a simple way to do that. What I want you to do is take 3 deep breaths to start with and continue taking deep breaths with your eyes closed. Now with every breath, I want you to pay attention to what you're noticing. Notice what your eyes are picking up. What are you seeing behind your closed eyelids? Is there color? Is there movement? Is there shapes? Is it blackness? What do you hear? Do you hear sounds? Do you hear people breathing? Like right now I hear my dog whining. There's painters next door. Somebody down the street is running a vacuum or something outside. There's birds chirping. There's trees that are blowing in the wind. Sorry. But think about like what our senses are picking up. What do you taste? Did you just brush your teeth or do you have remnants of a meal? What are you smelling? And lastly, I want you to really get in touch and do a scan of your body and feel what your body is feeling. Pay attention to where you're holding stress. Pay attention to the seat underneath you and how supportive it is. Feel your feet planted firmly on the ground and how grounding that is, that you're connected to the earth and connected to the floor. So centering is a great way to be able to bring in positive energy through breath, nice deep breaths. It's a way to be able to go from our head and the spin of the emotion in our head into our body and keep us really nice and grounded so that we can be able to be centered. When you're centered, you can handle anything that comes at you. It doesn't feel nearly as overwhelming. It doesn't feel nearly as distracting. So centering is one. Doing some emotional release, right? That can be journaling. That can be going to see a comedian and laughing, or just doing an insanely loud belly laugh, right? Like, ha, 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 out of the blue. But motion creates emotion. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. And so even when you belly laugh, and do it for like a minute and really get that energy out, because it releases pent-up energy, right? So emotional release. If you're mad, be mad. Express it. Don't bottle it up. Punch a pillow, go sit in your car and scream, do something, but release that emotion. Get that energy out. You do not want that to store that excess energy as excess fat, right? So those are 2 things that you can do that will help you start to take care of your mental and emotional stress and your mental and emotional well-being. okay? So do centering, do a body scan, figure out what all of your senses are picking up, and just do it with your eyes closed, taking some nice deep breaths. And the second one is to release that energy. Don't keep it pent up. Don't keep it in bottled up inside. Don't smash it down or layer it down with food or alcohol or anything else. Get that emotion out so it does not impact you anymore. Okay? If you have other tips and things that you do for stress relief, please, I want you to post them in the comments below. I love hearing feedback from you. I love hearing your thoughts because I think collectively we all learn more together than what one person can be able to supply. So thanks so much for tuning in. If you have not yet, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notified of the next video, and we will talk to you guys soon. Have a great day and take care of you.